Hey guys, this is Ben with No Accent Callers here. In today's video, I will be going over how to go from one deal a month to 5 deals a month, and this is exactly what I would do. So for those who don't know me, my name is Ben. I'm one of the founders of No Accent Callers. Currently, we have a 400-person call center, primarily located in Egypt, where we do outbound cold calling for a lot of wholesaling clients. I see a lot of clients get stuck within that one deal range. I'm going to go over exactly how to get to 5 deals per month, because if you can get to the point where you're doing one deal a month consistently, you can be able to get to 5 deals per month, just thinking a little bit more tactically with better systems. So first and foremost, odds are if you're doing one deal a month, you're most likely getting that deal through cold calling yourself. Of course, there are other marketing channels to get consistently to one deal per month, but a lot of beginners who don't have that many resources, they are taught to pick up the phone and dial. And this key assumption that the way that you're doing your one deal per month consistently is assuming that it's through cold calling. Because if you can cold call yourself consistently and get deals from that, although it be one deal per month, you have the tools you need to get to 5 deals per month. So we have three main fundamental things that will be able to get you to 5 deals per month, because if you're closing a deal per month from cold calling, you have the baseline skills and knowledge to be able to do it. So first and foremost, you have data tracking, you have more leads, and then you have an increase in your sales skills. So we're going to start off with better data tracking, because now you need to go to the point from being that owner operator, that hustler, to thinking more like a strategic business owner. Because at the end of the day, business is three things: it's marketing, you need leads coming in; it's sales, you got to be able to close them; and then it's fulfillment, you need to do what you need to do. So for a wholesaler case, it's marketing, you need leads, motivate sellers; sales, you got to get under contract; acquisitions, and then dispositions, you need to be able to sell the home. So the baseline to understand how efficient and profitable you are is through better data tracking, and you want to be able to understand your three core KPIs. And these three core KPIs, like, if you didn't track anything else, it should be this: just one, be cost per lead; two, it should be cost per contract; and three, it should be your lead to contract ratio. Because right now you have the sales skills in order to be able to close deals. Well, what's holding you back? Odds are you probably just don't have enough leads. Okay, now that you're going to start getting leads in the door, you need to see how profitable it is, because let's say you have $10,000 a month in marketing and it costs you $10,000 to get one deal that costs you $10,000. That's not going to be efficient. We wouldn't want to continue to water the grass in that area, aka that marketing channel, if we're not making any money. And that's where your cost per contract comes in. So as soon as you start investing into marketing and spending dollars there, it's going to cost you X amount to get your Y result. So it's going to cost you X amount of dollars to get a contract. And a lot of people do not track this number. And when you get to the point where you are scaling through marketing, if you don't understand your basics right there, doesn't matter. And then when it comes down to lead to contract ratio, this is a measure of how efficient you are in terms of generating leads to getting the contract, aka your sales skills. So your lead to contract ratio is going to feed into your cost per contract, and your cost per lead makes up your cost per contract. It all works together. And what is this? This helps you figure out like where you spend your money for marketing, because at the end of the day, in order to get more leads, you're gonna need more deals. If you know it takes you 25 leads to get one contract and you want 4 deals, you need 100 leads. It's that simple. So now it goes down to the side of more leads. More leads, and the best way that I would recommend doing it in the beginning, if you're trying to get to 5 deals per month, is through cold calling. Why? It's because you're able to get the most amount of leads at the lowest cost per lead. And where you are right now, you cannot be picky and choosy on what types of leads that you want. A big mistake a lot of wholesalers make is they always try to find that next shiny object in terms of marketing. I'll tell you right now, they all work. But guess what? They each have their pros and their cons. PPC, PPL. Guess what? Better lead. Why? It's inbound, but you're going to get a higher cost per lead compared to cold calling. It's a little bit more follow-up. You got to, warm them up a little bit more, but you're able to get the most amount of leads at the lowest cost per lead. And if you really cut your teeth building a sales system via outbound calling, when you get to the points of where you need to hire more closers, you need to get more leads through different channels, you know you could have a sales process able to take care of it. And the final part is increasing your sales skills. Look, it's not that hard to go to 5 deals per month. You need better data tracking. Okay, cool. I know my numbers. Now I get more leads. Now I understand my numbers. And then I just got to get my fucking sales skills better. Let's say it cost me $10,000 or sorry, $1,000 to get, 100 leads. And typically out of those 100 leads, I close, 50 in one. Well, how do I get to more than 3 contracts? Because if you have a 50-to-1 ratio, you can only get 2 contracts. Well, shit, you could add another 50 leads, which costs more money, or you can get better at sales. So now you take that 100 leads and you have a 25-to-1 lead to contract ratio. Look, it sounds simple because it is. Better data tracking, more leads, better sales skills. Now you're going to be able to close more deals. Okay, but there's also another thing. Well, when you are scaling and you are a one-man operation yourself, you are doing all the marketing, you're doing all the sales, you're doing all of the disposition. Guess what? It's really hard to do all three things at once. So what you want to do is you want to delegate the leads, and that's where you use a company like No Accent Callers, because it is done for you cold calling. We do the caller, the data, the dialer, training, management, everything, so you can focus on getting more leads. Dude, people get 4 callers with us. You know what 4 callers cost? Roughly $5K per month. You know what 4 callers can get you? 4 callers can get you 125 to 130 leads per month. That can get you 3 to 5 deals per month right there, and you don't have to worry about it. All you got to do is just focus on your sales skills and building up your sales team. It's just numbers at the end of the day. It's just math. So if you're looking for cold callers, make sure you go to noaccentcallers.com, click book a call, and see if this is the right fit for you.